The reason we looked at Stine is we really pride ourselves on being a family-run business, and Stine is a family-run business. I'm really excited to be the 5th generation Thalman on the farm. The farm was settled in 1877 by my great-great-grandfather, and it was a very typical farm back then with various livestock enterprises and small crop acreage. Stayed that way for about the first 90 years. Then my dad and grandfather began running more cash crop acres in the 1970s. We also got into the seed cleaning business. As we got into the 1980s, agriculture went through some tough times, and the seed cleaning business was a little more stable throughout that time. So that kept the operation going, and we just continued to expand on both the crop side and the seed conditioning side over the last 20 or 30 years. We farm 1,800 acres, and we custom farm another 200 acres. So of the 2,000 acres, we have approximately 1,500 acres of corn each year, 500 acres of soybeans. We started growing some Stine soybeans in 1990, in the early 90s, but we've been exclusively Stine for over the last 20 years. Our family operation became interested in working with Stine as we started looking at various private companies that were developing new products. It quickly became evident that when you went to a lot of different companies, you started doing a little more research and finding out that their genetics are coming from Stine's wholesale breeding program. We like testing and evaluating products on our own land and kind of getting right to the source. So we felt by working with Stine, we were going to have best access to the newest and best technology as it came out. It was initially the Roundup genetics. Now we've got a lot of the new trait packages, Liberty and other trait packages. As those new products come available, we again can grow them on our farm and evaluate them and see how they do in our area. And then as we make recommendations to our retail customers and also in many cases dealers that are picking up seed from us, a farmer dealer for example, may ask our advice too, and we're open to share those results.
Can you tell me what you've seen on your farm with Liberty Link soybeans from Stine?
Sure, we've had great results. There's been a myth that there's a yield drag on Liberty Link soybeans, but the Liberty system has been around for 10 years or so, and the genetic breeding has been going on for all these years, and we just aren't seeing any kind of a drag. Last year, we had a research plot with over 2 dozen varieties in, and they're mostly Roundup 2 beans and Liberty, with an Extend bean also in the plot. And the highest yielding beans in the plot were Liberty soybeans, and it was some of the best yields we've ever seen on our farm here in the area. Yields well up into the 75 bushel an acre higher range. We really enjoy working with Stine, knowing that their genetic research program is so vast, and when you've got, I think you can say literally 100 plus other companies buying genetics through Stine, that tells you they're doing something right. I choose research. I choose Stine because Stine has yield.